Rebecca, Ail, and Archer. They've been absolutely dominant for this team.
There's Lebanon coach Paul Kofta. It is all on the line for the coaches as well as the players, and he'll certainly be feeling the heat as they aim to stay in Division A. We now switch our attention to Indonesia. It would be heartbreaking for them to exit Division A just 4 games in, and tonight they have gone with Gradita, Karen, Soima, Wong Sohajo, and Pierre-Louis for their starting five.
And Granita stepped into the starting lineup last time and remains there. And to me, the 2 players that are key are her as the engine room, the point guard, and then obviously we've talked about Kim Pierre-Louis, 14.6 rebounds.
Coach Andre Ekayana would be desperate to keep his energetic and high-spirited team in Division A of this Asian Cup tournament. As we get closer to tip-off, it's high-stakes basketball here in Shenzhen. Nobody wants the title of being relegated. How do both teams go about it, Laurie?
Well, it's important the start of this game. Who can show any sort of ascendancy? And they both shoot the free throws, sorry, not free throws, field goals at 40%. So if either of them can up the ante a little bit and, you know, shoot the ball a little bit better, I think that'll go a long way. But it's really, really important, the start to this game.
Both teams have shown they can prove themselves in close games. Both teams have fallen short in close games. You sense it'll be another thriller today here. 2 teams desperate to keep their spot here in Division A of the Asia Cup. Both have worked so hard to get here. In terms of world rankings, it's close as well. Lebanon 54th, Indonesia 57th. They go head-to-head today, all on the line.
Well, it's all on the line, Julia, not only for the players, the coaches, the support staff, but the federation behind these teams that, you know, work hard to get these players here, and the hard work that everybody's gone through. So it's really, really going to be desperation time for both teams.
Both teams now making their way out onto the floor. Lebanon up against Indonesia. Who will finish 7th? Who will finish 8th? Welcome to Shenzhen as Indonesia goes up against Lebanon for a battle to finish 7th in the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup and stay in Division A heading into 2027 in the Philippines. Here is Karen to get Indonesia off to a good start, not quite. Gradita falls over with it. Ael up ahead. Does manage to keep it in, but only as far as Wong Sohajo. Soima thought about the 3, then went inboard, pass to Pierre-Louis. That's a perfect start.
Well, that's a good pace that the Indonesian team are playing at. That little bit of a turnover there when Ahil passed it back into the court, and a good pace.
Offensive foul. Another chance here for Indonesia. Lebanon have lost their first game by 4 points, their second game by 79, and their third game by 3. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for them this tournament. Gradita now. Injected into the starting lineup last game. She remains there, although it gets cut off. Mansour now. She's been brilliant this tournament for Lebanon. Pressured by Soima and fouled by Soima too.
Soima was doing a good job of stopping her and containing her, but she just reached in at the last second there to create that foul.
The Lebanon captain, Rebecca Ael. Gets it back from Elias. Bayard loves a long 3. Drives in this time. Archer, she loves a rebound. Can't get the shot to go with it. Pierre-Louis, equally. So desperate on the boards. Karen scoops back to Gradita. Crossing over, gets intercepted, still gets it back. Single-digit shot clock now. Wong Sohajo. Karen. They've got to shoot it. One to go, and it just gets taken away at the very last moment.
Gosh, both teams look a little nervous right now because of the importance of this game.
Pierre-Louis with some composure, but Karen couldn't finish it off on her end. It'll calm things down. Get Lebanon's first points of the night. Archer gets it to go.
Beautiful pass by Ail, kept the defense entertained and involved until the last second, until she realized her teammate Archer was wide open underneath.
Pierre-Louis, Ail, good desperation. Pierre-Louis somehow found the pass, and Karen fouled by Elias.
Indonesia just certainly, and understandably so, looked to just have a few nerves early on. Karen did a good job of recovering there and taking it to the basket for a reverse layup, but they're just playing with a little bit of nerves. Take them a little while to settle into this game.
So Priscilla Karen, the Indonesia captain. 5 points per game, 0.7 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. Her averages this tournament. Some encouragement from Coach Ekayana. That's the second one to go. First sub of the game. The Alib's going to take off Elias. Alib's played some nice minutes in this tournament. She produced here. Archer again in the right spot. It worked successfully for Lebanon last game for Archer. I wonder if she can repeat her scoring efforts here today. Karen, Wong Sahajo. Pierre-Louis snatched it away, pulls up. Archer. Those secure hands, as they have been throughout the whole tournament. Fayad. Ail. Spinning, dishing. Galib. Oh, count the points. Like we said, she's been playing some good minutes. She's got one more opportunity here to come.
Well, it's really important for Indonesia or any player out there. You have to stay on the ground. You can't close out and jump in the air because players are just too smart, too elite. They're going to go around you. Is exactly what Galib did and finds herself at the foul line.
Soima's second foul of the game. The third point goes begging. Gradita to take it from the baseline. It's Indonesia's first appearance in Division A. They'd love to stay here. Won an agonizingly close Division B final in 2023, as Laurie mentioned earlier on in the coverage. Wong Sahajo stepping through. Mansour. Ail. Puts on the step. She gets fouled as well. 2 shots to come for the captain.
And that's somebody you do not want to let get ahead of steam. Rebecca Ail, once she's going, you know she's going to the basket. She's so cagey and smart about, and she's got great handles of the way she's able to create for herself.
Sriata replaces Karen for Indonesia. Rebecca Ail at the line. Ranked 7th for points per game in the tournament with 13.3. Has also taken the average of 4 rebounds per game too. Her team leads 7-3.
Well, we knew it was important which team would settle into this game first, and you'd have to say that goes to Lebanon at the moment.
See how Indonesia can respond here. Pierre-Louis, a nice find, but Mansour was right there with her. And she gets to get on the move again. Archer up against Pierre-Louis. We look forward to that matchup. Galib, Fayad, open, bottom of the net.
Nice shot by Fayad. She had her feet set. She was ready to shoot it. Always looked good as it was leaving her hand.
All smiles, Lebanon bench as Fayad forces a timeout with that big three. Lebanon with the hot start to the game, 10 points to 3. Great work by Fayad.
I'm sure that timeout was called just to steady the team, to get them more confidence back. I'd really like to see the ball, something set up for Kim Paris-Louis. She's their best scorer. Get something to create, get her inside, let her go one-on-one against Archer. That's such a good battle out there. We know that Archer got into foul trouble in one game, and that really impacted the Lebanon team.
Lebanon applying the pressure here. Gradita, Wong Sahajo. Bit stagnant at the moment. Sliata into Pierre-Louis, gets to work, just doesn't get the finish.
Well, that's exactly what they drew up. That was a good play, just wasn't able to finish, as you said.
Mansour wants to put the step on Wong Sahajo, who's right there with her. Shot clock down to 6, and it gets turned over. Antonio there for Indonesia, coming on out of the timeout. Gradita, there you go.
We haven't seen a lot of that from Gradita. Gradita, her scoring from the outside. We know she can penetrate and create for others.
Mansour open in the corner. Indonesia get away with one there. Looked a bit easy.
Well, I think there was a little bit of mix-up whether they're in zone or one-on-one defense.
Another sub here for Lebanon. Good to see Laban getting some early minutes in this game. Mansour takes a seat. Ael, Archer, Galeb. Wong Sahajo just reached in at the last moment. So 4th team foul for Indonesia. And here's the sweet shot here from Agustin Gradita. That'll get Indonesia going. Archer now. Baseline, kicks it out, Galeb. Wow, what a start.
Good action for her coming off the bench.
Gradita keeps it alive. Pierre-Louis on Archer. Can't seem to find the bottom of the net at the moment. The quick step. Excellent finish.
We have seen that all tournament from her. That is trademark, a little change of pace, explosiveness.
Indonesia have to slow things down. Pierre-Louis, a rare 3. Oh, she drains it. Hasn't shot many threes this tournament, Kim Pierre-Louis. That'll feel good coming off the hand. This is a good win here for Indonesia. Antonio, she loves a big triple. Pierre-Louis rebounds. Sriata. It just rolls out. Ael now. Fayad. That one doesn't go. Archer remained in the contest, but Indonesia still get it.
Lebanon's hands are really active, so even when Indonesia have that ball there, they've got to be careful that any Lebanon player in their area is going to try and knock it out of their hands, so they have to stay really focused.
So subs for both teams here. You can see Megan Nassan heading onto the floor for Fayad. And Indonesia have replaced Gradita with Bella Hassan. So some youngsters hit the floor. Hassan might take it all the way, not this time.
There's been a couple of missed gettable baskets by Indonesia that could be the score difference here.
Long three. Pierre-Louis. Hassan off and running again. What does she do this time with it? Wongsa Harjo with the quick step. And it was too quick. Travel call. Ball back to Lebanon. They lead this one 14 points to 9. 2.5 minutes left in the first term. The winner of this game stays in Division A. Loser relegated back to Division B.
So much riding on this game for both of these teams.
Desperate to stay here at the top level of this tournament. Thought about the long three again. Not that time. Laurie was preparing to catch the ball.
Well, I was. It was came right at us
back in your playing days. Show them what you're made of.
Ready, ready.
Archer now. Tries for another three. Nassan pulls down the rebound. Laban steps in. Good work by the young point guard. Pierre-Louis now, she might fancy her chances to go all the way. Immediately double teamed. Archer fouled. She can't quite believe it, but Pierre-Louis was just too strong.
Well, and that's just a classic spin move, but it was a good help defense, but then she just continued on, and Archer just slightly out of position.
Kim Pierre-Louis at the line. Free throw shooting hasn't got off to a great start for both teams, which has been the theme of most of the tournament, unfortunately, for them.
Yes, Indonesia shoot it at 71%, Lebanon at 75%.
And both fall out of the rim. Laban. Galib. Nassan. This time drives inboard. Laban steps into the three. Lebanon ball.
It's really important if Indonesia are going to sit in a zone that any shot that goes up, they step into their player or step into a player on the zone, get a good block out, don't allow them any second chance opportunities. Shot clock resets at 14 and Lebanon get another chance.
Mansour and Elias both back out there. Here's Nassan. Can Galeb take her opportunity? Hassan. Gradita. Antonio. Drains that one!
Well, never in doubt that when she gets this ball and she's open, she will shoot it. That was a needed basket from Indonesia.
What can Lebanon do with it here? Their lead cut down to 4. Galeb. The step, the drive. No finish this time. Hassan might fancy her chances to go all the way, then thinks the better of it. Under a minute remaining. Sriata has some space.
Those are the baskets that Indonesia have been missing. There's probably been 4 of those, which is really the difference in the score line right now.
Yeah, 4 points at the moment. And move it around nicely here, Lebanon. They take their time. Mansour couldn't get it to go. Good rebound, Nassan. Galeb can't scoop it in. They get the offensive rebound. 2 seconds here for Laban. Beautiful roll! goal. Beats the buzzer. Good start here from Lebanon and a good finish to the first term.
Well, what great poise showed by the youngster Laban, and that clock ticking down, end of the quarter, end of the shot clock, just with a lot of poise and nice little floater.
At the end of the first quarter, Lebanon 18 lead Indonesia 12. Well, we know it's a big game with a lot on the line, and we saw both teams come out with a bit of nerves, Laurie, and as you can see for Indonesia, it's affected their shooting in particular.
Well, it has. You know, there was a few fumbles early on. As we saw, there was probably 4 gettable baskets that are either a layup or a reverse layup, that just the pressure of the game, the situation, forced them to, you know, overcook it a little bit. So that's exactly what the scoreline indicates right now. But I thought that Lebanon did a good job of settling into the game more quickly.
Yeah, they certainly hit some big shots down the stretch of that first term. I thought Coach Paul Kofta looked to his bench a bit more early on in the game than he has in previous games, and it worked well. The youngsters stood up, Garlib got involved, we saw Laban with that finish at the end. It's been a good start. They can build a lot of confidence from that.
Absolutely, and I think it's really crucial this game that the coaches, you know, have the best players on the court at the time. They've got their work cut out for them. They've got to make sure that their matchups are good, the rotations are there, spot on. So right now, certainly Lebanon leads the way in that department.
There's no scenarios here. It's win or lose, stay or leave. You can scan the QR code on your screen to get the Courtside 1891 app, where you can watch live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date with the world of international basketball. What's coming up next today? Japan up against New Zealand, and Korea and the Philippines. All 4 teams looking to qualify for 2 semi-final spots against China and Australia. Second term tipping off. It is Lebanon leading Indonesia 18-12 in a battle to stay in the FIBA Women's Cup Division A. FIBA Women's Asia Cup Division A. Laban over the head. Elias somehow rescues it and gets fouled on the approach. Good endeavor here by Elias. Probably hasn't had the best tournament by her high standards, but she'd love to step up for her team here.
Well, the last game against the Philippines, she sort of, the last quarter came up and scored 10 points, 6 rebounds. But overall, yes, I agree. She's probably a little under her numbers, but you know what? It just takes doing the right thing at the right time to make a difference.
All about momentum swings in this funny old game of basketball. Gradita. Pierre-Louis. Spin move again. Still can't get it to go.
And that's another move that normally would fall for Kimperi Louis. Just her signature spin move. She had a good eyes on her target. Just not able to finish so far.
Indonesia now 1 from 11 from 2-point range. Nassan. Lebanon looking to the 3. This time Garlib has an opportunity, dishes it to Mansour, gets it back. Trouble.
Really good help came across from Surata to force that into it. You know, she jumped in the air, couldn't pass it, couldn't shoot it. Really good help side defense.
Let's see if it translates to offense. It hasn't been a good shooting game so far here for Indonesia. 4 from 16 overall from the field. And they turn it over. Lebanon get it back on the sideline.
This is a chance for Indonesia, and they haven't really taken advantage of it with Ahil and Archer sitting on the bench right now. They're 2 strongest players. This is when you'd want to try and make some inroads into this deficit, but not to be so far. Lebanon have steadied really well.
Indonesia have brought on Orville for some energy. Hassan on the bench. Laban, point guard duties here. Elias, Tallest player out there at the moment, and she goes into the rim with authority.
And at halftime, Lebanon had 10 points to 2 points in the paint. So you can see that their intent when they get that ball either through dribble penetration or pass penetration, they're going to take it at the rack.
Indonesia all tournament have struggled with the height mismatch for a lot of teams. Gradita has to go back and get it. Lebanon with the pressure once again. Ail back out there. Elias. She's come alive in this second term, although it gets taken off her. Pierre-Louis has to just slow things down. Thinks about her next move. Sriata for long range. Coach Ekayana not loving that shot choice. Ail happy to slow things down. Elias again. This time Sriata wins out. See if Indonesia can take advantage of the stop. They're going to use a sub to try and do that. Wong Sahajo coming on for Gradita. Indonesia yet to score in this second term. Wong Sahajo started this game and all the games of the tournament. Antonio. Backtracking. Finds Orville in open space. Ail again on the move. Had 27 points against Japan in game one. I wonder if she can replicate some of that form here today. Gets it back from Mansour. Pierre-Louis. Orville up ahead once again, this time.
Well, that was lucky, I have to say.
Sriata rolling. Still, the shot doesn't fall. Galib. Mansour. Ail. Lebanon so patient with it at the moment. Shot clock down in single digits. 1 second to shoot here for Mansour. She comes up clutch. Lebanon on a roll.
Well, while she made the shot, Mansour, you have to give credit for Ail because she just kept her dribble alive under immense pressure to just get it out to her teammate in time for the shot to go up before the shot clock went off.
24-12. Pierre-Louis. She gets one to go. Finally, Indonesia, my apologies, break their scoring drought.
Well, and to me, they need to go more. They need to get to their best score. Get her inside, let her go to work in there, move on the outside if she stopped. But now we see Archer ready to come back in, and that's going to make the job of Kim Perry-Liu even tougher.
Timeout call on the floor before Pierre-Louis get a chance to hit the free throw, hopefully for her sake, to convert the three-point play. Paul Kofta wants to chat things over with his team. His first timeout for the game. Courtside 1891 app is where you can go to watch everything you need around the world. Let's head into his huddle and see what he has to say. So Lebanon continue where they left off at the end of the first term, leading 24-14. A good time out there by Paul Kofta, just as it gave Indonesia a chance to get some momentum. Stopped it right at the source.
And we can see Archer has come back on court, so that's another good battle to watch. But I just feel that right now, Lebanon look much more organized than Indonesia. They, they're sticking to their game plan of getting their feet in the paint, perhaps kicking it out to shooters, and then crashing the boards. But they just look more organized, and that's all on the back of Ail.
She's certainly driving her team at this point in time to stay in Division A. Fayad. Archer back on the floor. Pierre-Louis meets her right there. It's a good win there for Indonesia.
Absolutely, that was great defense. And the thing that, coming out of that timeout, there seemed to be a lot more talk on the zone, and before that, they were very quiet.
What can they do in offense? Struggled with their shooting throughout the game. Wong Sahajo. Always looking for Pierre-Louis. Triple team this time, and it forces the travel. Lebanon making life difficult for Kim Pierre-Louis.
Yeah, no, they did a good job. As soon as she got the ball, they collapsed on her, didn't even give her an option to shoot it or pass it out to the perimeter.
She's working hard, 8 points and 8 rebounds to Pierre-Louis. Ail. Shot won't count, foul on the floor. Ail so strong with it. Now gets another opportunity from the sideline. Mansour gets it back from her captain. Fayad loves the corner, driving in. Fouled on the approach. Soima's third. Fayad at the line. Gradita is going to sub Soima out of the game.
Well, Soima, that's a couple of times where she's closed out to that corner shooter, and she's come out of her stance, given the opportunity for Fayad to go by her, and then she's in a bad position and fouls. So it's something you just need to close out, staying low, carrying a hand, make it a contested shot, but don't come out of your stance and allow her to dribble penetrate around you.
Archer collects the fallen short free throw. Can't go herself. It allows Wong Sahajo to run. Orville now. Pierre-Louis finds some help. A lot more passes in this set here from Indonesia. Archer reads that one best, taps it out of bounds. Sliata back into the game. Her team down by 10. Just under 5 minutes remaining. And Pierre-Louis is going to take a well-deserved rest.
Lebanon in a zone from the out-of-bounds play, baseline out of bounds.
Gradita corner triple. Can't hit it that time. Ail to Nassan. Gets it back. Volume's increased out there. And Indonesia try to run away with it here. Orville with the speed and the finish.
What a great pass from Gradita to the streaming down the court. Orville, that's a really good basket for Indonesia.
Mansour, Fayad. Back to the youngster from Lebanon. The captain.
Yes.
Makes it count in the face of Gradita.
Great job of reversing the ball. Lebanon found their open captain. She had her feet set and just was always going to let that ball go, but nice pass and feed. Another one of those gettable baskets for Indonesia. That's going to come back to haunt them.
Certainly so. Especially if Lebanon can go again here. Foul called. Karen and Nassan both hit the deck. Karen committing the foul on that occasion.
Right idea, just didn't quite get there in time.
Archer, Fayad, stepped on the line. So Indonesia just getting some stops. They just haven't converted enough baskets to match that.
Well, Indonesia score an average in the first 3 games of 55.3 points compared to Lebanon's 57.3. So it's pretty close.
Again, another relatively low-scoring affair, but it's keeping things interesting here. Radita. Trying to get around Archer, still with Gradita. Cute little pass there to Karen. She'll get to go to the line. See if she can settle her team here with some free throws.
I understand. I would hate you to get in.
Thank you so much for understanding.
Very civil conversation there between Archer and referee Scott Becker.
Danny, take the ball out, babe.
Karen goes 1 from 2. Laban replaces Mansour. And she gets it immediately as she enters the game. 3 minutes remaining in the opening half. Lebanon lead this one by 10. Both teams desperate to stay in Division A. 57th versus 54th in terms of world rankings. Earl spinning. Not getting the finish. Gradita. Karen. Wong Sahajo. Sriata. Again, she's tried to go underneath the defense. Hasn't quite worked out for her. Fayad screaming for it. She was set, and she completed what she came here to do. Up to 7 points for the game. Daniela Fayad. Trust her from the perimeter. Karen. Got knocked out of her hands. Good feed to Sriata, and that's a better look. And Lebanon just keeps scoring. Tried to feed Fayad again with the hot hand, then found Laban. Gets cut away. Karen couldn't get on the move. They have another chance here to reset things. 31-20, a minute 37 left in the opening half. Pierre-Louis back on the floor. See what she can produce here to, for their sake, give Indonesia a strong finish to end the half. Sahajo has to get around Ael. Ael nearly got her. Sliartha trying to get around Nassan, and she does so successfully.
Nice little move. Back-to-back baskets for Sarata.
Ael Archer dumps it into Nassan. Fayyad.
Down to 5.
It was initially intended for. Nassan just has to go for it. Indonesia finding momentum bit by bit.
A good opportunity here for Indonesia to make a little bit of dent in this 9-point lead.
Bit of confusion, but there is a timeout called on the floor. 31 plays 22. 56.9 seconds remaining. Coach Andre Ekayana wants to talk things over with his team. We might head into the huddle to take a listen.
Ready, kita, one set sama Kim. Kita, Ayu, dribble, hand off, pass the ball to Lady, then screen. Ya, kalau kosong kasih, kalau enggak, Ayu screen ke Kim. Kim run for the ball screen, roll, bisa kosong. Ya, Ayu habis screen pop. Waktu ini ada ball screen, Ayu boleh turun ke bawah. Ya, jadi safety man-nya di Dita. Udah, ya. Tahan dulu ya. 1 menit. Ya. Maksimum dia cuma boleh 1 poin.
I'll be interested to see what Coach Ekayana has drawn out of this timeout. It's really important this last minute. They've got possession. Get a basket here, get another stop, 3 possessions maybe. So you can finish off the quarter really strongly, but Lebanon are doing a good job of just maintaining their poise, coming out and doing what it takes.
Here's Gradita. Good hands for the ball to be in. Antonio traps Sriata. Wong Sahajo finds Pierre-Louis. Takes the jump shot. Couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Well executed play, side pick and roll.
Fayyad again open. Finds Ael.
Ball is in such good hands with Ael.
Showed great composure all game. And now they've got to move with 1 second remaining on the shot clock. This time Lebanon doesn't beat it. But Lebanon will get another opportunity with 12.5 seconds remaining in the first half to extend their lead. Archer on screen, you sense her eyes might light up here with an opportunity. Lebanon, Ael thinks about the log 3, goes for it, doesn't get it. And Indonesia just have to dribble it out. We're set for a big finish to this game as both teams fight to stay in Division A of the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. At halftime, it's Lebanon 31, leading Indonesia 22. Tough quarter. Lebanon remained composed, as you said, Laurie. Indonesia, they tried to fight their way through their scoring woes, but still faced a bit of a deficit at halftime.
Well, it was a good idea to play a zone, and that Lebanon were 4 from 16 right now, and they were less when they went into the zone, and we know that they were looking to get their feet in the paint. So a good strategy, but they're just not scoring at the other end. You know, to hold Lebanon to 31 points is a good result, but to only score 22 yourself. So they're going to have to talk about that at halftime, different scoring options and ways to get pairs involved. Pierre-Louis, 8 points. Fayyad, 7. She's done a good job. Ahil, I think 6 points, but she has just been, you know that the ball needs to be in her hands. And if it is, then she's going to keep control of things.
She's been in this situation before. She's come out clutch in this situation before, up against Chinese Taipei in the Division B. In the Division A relegation game back in 2023. Lebanon continued to show some highlights of their game that they've had throughout the tournament. It was a bit of a tighter quarter. They only outscored Indonesia 13 points to 10, but still they remain composed defensively as well, which troubled Indonesia. They found some momentum at some stages, but it's going to be a close finish, Laurie.
Well, it certainly is, and it'll be what both teams talk about, what team comes out stronger in the beginning of the second half, because a 9-point margin is very gettable, and certainly Lebanon don't want to go into protection mode and just try and protect that lead. They want to continue on and really try and kick ahead.
Second half coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Goes to work on Chandra. Beautiful spin move with one more to come.
It was really nice. Her footwork, her balance, her eyes on her target.
Rolling on Young. That's a tough finish from Amelia Shearer. Antonio. Gets it swatted away from her. Dumps it into Chandra, who manages to make something work.
Talk about making something out of nothing as the shot clock almost expired.
Communication out there, the players know it. Oh, but it gets swatted away from Panya Niban. Blitzing up the floor with one more to come. It's a no-look pass, and then it gets out to Yang Shuyu from
That's what happens when New Zealand gets in rotation. They're such a smart team, China, that they know where to put the ball.
As Ruben at left here. New Zealand would love to finish with some momentum here. Hokianga, that'll do the world of good. Wong Sahajo off again. Pierre Louis.
What a great pass by Wanzo Fajardo.
Can Lebanon take the lead here? Earl, an excellent spin, and now she's getting into the groove. Lebanon in front.
That's exactly what she looked like in game one when she had that massive scoring output.
Not this time. Lee gets it back.
That's such a great pass from Lee Yuan. Just a little toss up in the air high enough for Han Shu to get it and finish comfortably.
Got
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own countries, but also in the international basketball world.
Welcome back to Shenzhen, where it's Lebanon leading Indonesia by 9 points at halftime. We're now looking at Lebanon's top scorer, who is Daniela Fayyad with 7 points. She's averaged just 3 points per game this tournament, so it's good to see her getting off to a nice start here, Laurie.
Well, it is, especially in an important big game like this. You know the likes of Ail and Archer are going to do a good job, but so to come in and play a role, an important role in this game is really important, and that's exactly what Fayyad's doing.
She's shown her prowess as the veteran power forward of this team, the 28-year-old standing up to keep her team in Division A. The top scorer for Indonesia is Kim Pierre-Louis with the 8 points. As it has been the case all tournament, she's closing in on a double-double. It'll be crucial for her teammates to continue to find her in the second half, Laurie.
Oh, absolutely. 8 points, 9 rebounds. I think they need to even look at her more, and if she is double, triple team, she will find the open player, and so her teammates have to be ready to make sure that that happens. But when she can catch it on the move and put one dribble to the floor and either spin or go up strongly, that's a good result for her. I think she's done a great job on Archer, who currently has 4 points and 4 rebounds, so she's doing a great job at the defensive end, but she needs her teammates to come along with her and shoulder some of the scoring responsibility.
Yeah, she's holding her head high, considering she's gone 2 from 7 from 2-point range as well. She's had her opportunities and is working really hard to find those opportunities too. Halftime here, Lebanon 31 leading Indonesia 22. Of course, up next is Japan and New Zealand battling it out to face China in the semis, and then later on, Korea and the Philippines. They'll fight it out to do battle with Australia in the semi-finals. So from now on in this tournament, it is definitely all to play for, and it is an understatement to say that that is exactly the case here, as both teams fight to stay in Division A. So far, Indonesia on the back foot at the moment. They're back out here warming up in Shenzhen. And the comms at halftime, Laurie, what would they have been?
Well, I think they needed to talk about offensively, how they're going to score, how they're going to get looks at the basket. And we talked about in the first half, they missed a couple of probably what you'd call gettable baskets, layups, reverse layups, probably a little bit to do with nerves, a bit of pressure from Lebanon, but those are the sort of baskets that they need to make sure they finish. They've taken care of the ball relatively well, seven turnovers, so they need to just continue to move the ball, shift the defense, get Lebanon out of position, look inside. I think, you know, the ball should be in the hands of Gradita and Paris-Louis as much as possible. And, you know, see what happens with that. But they've got to keep the pressure up defensively as well. We know that Lebanon has the ability to come out and score pretty quickly when a couple of their players can get hot. As I mentioned, Archer's been a little bit quiet for them, so they'll want that to continue in the second half.
Yeah, we noticed that sometimes for Indonesia, sometimes they're a bit confused on defense about who was going where and what the plan was. They seem to have fixed it up gradually as the quarter went on, but as you mentioned at the start of the game, it's the same deal here in the second half. The start here, the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, is where the game really could be won and lost.
Absolutely, and if they do come out in a zone again, Lebanon are shooting the 3 ball at 25%, so they want to pack it in. They did a good job of the scoring, not so much in the paint, but they need to talk. I thought after one of the timeouts, they came out a lot more energetic in their zone, talking, communicating. And if you're going to be in a zone, that's what you've got to do.
A lot of youngsters in the team here for Indonesia. Same deal goes for Lebanon as well. Indonesia, they just arrived here in Division A the first time this year. Went 0 from 3 in their group games. They'd hate to exit the division just as they were starting to find their feet 4 games into the tournament. Ranked 57th in the world. They'll look to boost that as well in the process too.
It's tough for whoever gets relegated, because then you've got 2 years to compete in the B division, and that's hard to win that as well. We know there's always close games there, and then to try and get yourself back into the A division. So it's prestigious, the Asia Cup, and they want to battle hard, and certainly both teams, they want to be here, no doubt about it, Julia.
Let's now switch our attention to Lebanon. They, of course, had the better start to this game, leading this one at the moment, 31-22. Their scoring dried up a bit in the second term, so they'll want to fix that back up. But they played a really calm, composed, and poised game, I thought.
Well, they have, but the one stat that at halftime that really stood out to me was, one, they're winning the rebound count, 28-14, but of those 28 rebounds, 10 have been offensive rebounds. That's massive. That is a lot of second chance opportunities for them. If they're in a zone, they're getting a rebound, they're kicking it back out, the clock resets, the ball gets into Ail's hands. So that's something that they want to continue to do. It's very impressive. And certainly on the flip side, Indonesia have to find a body. And it's harder when you're in a zone to find a body and get a block out, but that's just got to be paramount for this second half.
Yeah, 3 Lebanon players with 2 offensive rebounds in their game. Still in the lead, but they would like to score a bit more. Archer a bit quiet on their end, so how do they look to get her involved a bit more?
Well, I think, she may not be scoring, but she's such a focal point for the defense that it does open it up for others. And so she doesn't necessarily need to be scoring. If she's attracting the defenders, and if they're looking inside, but she can't get it, but other teammates are open, or she gets it and kicks it back out, then that's a good result. That's a good smart player to be able to go, well, I don't need to be the one to score. I'm going to be attracting the defense, but I will get it to my open teammates.
Well, Fayyad's been the one to score so far in this game, 7 points and 4 rebounds to her name. Rebecca Ail, we usually see her up in the points as well. She's got 6 for her team, 5 rebounds, and she's been the one. She's probably been the key for Lebanon, just controlling things, scoring as well, really leading the team well.
Well, she has 5 assists, so that to me shows you straight away that if she's not scoring, and again, I think that Indonesia have done a relatively good job of keeping space as she's put the ball to the floor, not letting her go right around, and then she's just got such good court vision, though, to see and control, to see what teammate is open and when and how to pass it to them.
So Paul Kofta giving his final address to his team, all on the line here to remain in Division A of the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. Lebanon ranked 54th in the world, Indonesia 57th. You can scan the QR code on your screen to get the Courtside 1891 app, where you can watch live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date with the world of international basketball. Got plenty more action coming up today. And then after today, 2 more days of tournament action here at the Asia Cup. It's been great having your company throughout the entire tournament so far. We're set for a big finish here in the second half between Lebanon and Indonesia. 31 plays 22. Welcome back to Shenzhen in China for the second half between Indonesia and Lebanon, who will retain their spot in Division A. Lebanon 31 leading Indonesia 22. And Ail off and running again. We've spoken about her at halftime. She's controlled the game brilliantly, although that time Gradita cuts off the pass.
Archer did a good job on that last play phase for Perry Louis, just putting enough pressure on her to make her feel that and put up a shot that really wasn't looking like going in.
Lebanon have all their starters on the floor. They're going to come out with intent. Again, Indonesia, they've been struggling with the fouls throughout the whole tournament. Get an early one here. Ail looking for Archer. Dumps it into Elias. Just maintains control of it. Mansour, though, she couldn't hold on to it. That's a good early stop for Indonesia.
Right idea for Mansour to cut baseline.
Gradita to control things here. Sriata. Archer was right there with her. Indonesia ball from the baseline once again. Wong Sahajo tries for a three. Elias with the rebound. Mansour, Fayad. Soima did well on Archer, but she stayed with it. Mansour thought about having a look, then drove in and got it to go. Tough make. Fifth point for the game. Pierre-Louis, 8 points, 9 rebounds. Soima driving. Contested shot. El controlling again. Elias, Archer, using each other. Gradita did well again to cut it off. And got fouled. Unsportsmanlike. Take a look at it here.
It wasn't really a play for the ball. She was just trying to physically slow her down, so that's considered an unsportsmanlike call.
Nobody lines up. Gradita converts it.
It's 2 shots and possession.
Good set of free throws there. You can see there she's got 4 assists for the game. We know she's a facilitator. Can she be a scorer as well? Pierre-Louis. We know she's a scorer. Again, they keep trying for threes. Indonesia trying to find a way through their scoring woes here. Archer getting to work on the smaller Sriata. It has been hard work for her throughout the game.
Well, she did a good job of demanding the ball inside and then crab dribbling, and Gradita tried to come across to double team, or sorry, Adelaide, but she was able to maintain her control.
Again, another foul. Really are going after Archer.
Well, that's probably was the talk at halftime, is, you know, let's try and get our superstar more involved in the game. And she's one of the few players, one of 2 players that have 2 double-doubles. The other one is the Anaman from the Philippines.
Fills the rebound count up there, but couldn't get the score to go. Gradita on the move. Wong Sahajo with the 3. Fayad. Mansour. Still with her. Fights her way past Gradita. Sriata. Soima. Takes the bump and the foul. Goes to the line for 2. Up and back basketball to start. 3rd foul for Elias. 33 plays 24. Soima's averaged the 6.3 points per game this tournament. Plays for GMC Cirebon in Indonesia. Second shot for her falls short. El the captain. Mansour the youngster. Gets to work. Finds Elias for the jumper.
Lebanon are doing a great job, as I mentioned, of crashing the offensive rebounds. Every time a shot goes up, you can see 2, 3 players with their feet in the paint trying to contest the O boards.
Elias again, same spot. Still can't get the results. Indonesia have got to defend relentlessly here. Lebanon with a third opportunity. AL capitalizes.
If you're going to give them 3 opportunities, they are bound to hit the shot sooner or later. That's exactly what AL did.
A second 3 for the game. Rebecca AL heating up. Wong Sahajo. Pierre-Louis can't get the rebound. Mansour up ahead. Dances around Soima. Elias, another chance. Another offensive rebound for Lebanon. Fayad fouls Wong Sahajo. Sweet shot here from the Lebanese captain, Rebecca AL. She's had an excellent game once again for her team. Elias comes off in a bit of foul trouble. Pierre-Louis can't find a way through, stays with it. And was fouled on the rebound. Another chance here for Indonesia. Have to start finding Pierre-Louis a bit more. Hasn't touched it as much in the third quarter. Gradita. Getting to work, feeding Sliata. And she goes to the line. Bit of energy here from Indonesia.
Well, with 5 minutes, 6 minutes to go, Lebanon are in the bonus situation, so every time they foul Indonesia, they go to the foul line. Really important if they can finish these shots. Maybe this is how they make a little bit of a dent in the margin, because they're finding it really hard to find baskets.
So Karen's going to replace Kim Pierre-Louis. The talk at the free throw line has been so interesting today. Sliata gets the first one to go. Indonesia have only scored free throws in this quarter so far.
Well, Archer has to be careful. She's got 3 fouls, and so they certainly need her on the court.
Galeb fighting through. Fayad. Mansour. Archer. Still can't get one to go. Archer now 2 from 8. 2-point range. Nassan comes on to replace her. Elias also on the 3 fouls too. So 2 of Lebanon's bigs just have to sit for a bit. And confirmation, Wong Sahajo also on the 3. Mansour. Soima, strong. That's the sort of rebounding they're going to start to need. Karen. Sliata keeps it alive. Now Gradita. You can see they're getting dominated in rebounds, 40-20. 2 shots coming here. They're doing well to get to the line in this quarter, Indonesia.
Well, they are. That was a really quick, on the ball reversal, Adelaide just ripped it down below her knees, went for her left-hand drive. You see that she's still taking a little bit of time to get up the court. We hope she's okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, she stayed down here. Not in a position to get up just yet. Now she stretches back to her feet after copping the heavy hit. Let's check it out on the replay here. Yeah, big bump.
Sandwich between two players there.
Never feels good. She'll definitely be feeling that when she wakes up in the morning tomorrow. Wongsa Harjo at the line. First one's good to go. It's her first point for the game. Cuts the margin back down to 10. Second one's good.
Keeps this at this 9-point lead for Lebanon.
Bit by bit, Indonesia just poking at this margin. Lebanon scoring's dried up just a touch here. Can Mansour change that? Finds Ael. Oh, fouled on the 3. 3 shots coming here for the Lebanese captain. You never want to see that if you're a coach.
Ooh.
At the line. There's 4 Indonesia players now getting some clarification there. She gets the first one to go. Rebecca Ael. She's had an excellent tournament when she's been on the court, controlling things, getting into her shooting rhythm, and leading this team. Stuffing the stat sheet and all assets as usual. Gonna see Antonio come onto the floor. We know she can score in a hurry, so this might be a good move, and Pierre-Louis too. So a bit of extra height here for Indonesia. Halfway through the third. Wongsa Harjo. Antonio, quick release. Pierre-Louis couldn't keep it in. Another sub here for Indonesia. Orville to replace Soima.
The pace of the game has just really slowed down. It's stop-start. It's just tough, gritty defense. Both teams, neither team finding it easy to get a score unless you're Ael.
Unbelievable finish from Rebecca Ael once again.
The veteran players bringing it in this most improved and most important game.
She has been everywhere so far, and she gets the steal. Still going, the captain just chucks it up, heads to the free throw line.
You can just see it in her eyes, her body language. She is pumped right now, and she just wants to lead this team, take them with her, and get themselves secure and to stay in Division A.
Exactly right. She's put this team on her back, as has been the time, not just this tournament, but in many games they've played overall. She debuted for this national team at 16. She's the heart and soul. She's continuing her scoring run here. 17 points for Ael, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Indonesia need to call a timeout. She's getting off the leash. They lead 46-29. Let's take a listen to Coach Andri Ekayana.
Kita swing udah oke, tapi kalau kalian nggak aware sama kanan kirinya, lo masuk terlalu dalam, kita nggak jaga siapa-siapa, diem aja, kena tembak, butuh ngomong dikit. Ya, tapi sekarang kita balik main dulu. Ya, organize bagus, offense, ya, LB boleh. Itu, ayo, kedua, main lagi.
Walk your friend, walk your friend. Let's go. Go together, 3, 1, 2, 3, together.
Ahil had 6 points at halftime, and she's now up to 17 points. We have to pick a player of the third quarter at this stage with still 4 minutes to go. She is the one. She has had an absolute impact on this game for Lebanon.
Yeah, just when you thought Indonesia were getting their way back into the game bit by bit, they got the margin to single digits, and she just exploded onto the scene.
And there we just see her creating a turnover by the pressure that she put on. She's pumped up her teammates as well. And that's the thing with Lebanon. They play with so much passion and emotion, and so when that emotion is riding high like it is now, they're hard to stop. Of course, there is the reverse side of that. When it's low, they don't look so good, but right now they are on a high.
Bayard. Karen. Gradita finds Antonio. Back to their general out there. Hassan back out onto the floor. She looks for a three and she lands it. Indonesia need more of that.
Well, that's a good start out of the timeout for Hassan.
Mansour. Oh, just cradles the ball under her arm. She fights her way through. It's a nice finish. 224s getting the baskets. San keeps it. Gradita. Karen. Burrows her way through and will get to the line. See, on her hands and knees here. Desperation everywhere. Nobody is leaving anything out there at the moment.
It's a good drive by Karen. She got a little knock in the face, but right now, Lebanon are really focusing on Paris-Louis, which of course they would. So as a perimeter player, fake it inside. The defense is just collapsing on her, and then kick it across court, skip pass it to a wide open teammate who either can shoot it or penetrate in. They're just not utilizing the whole court space right now and their vision. But that comes with experience too. You know, they're inexperienced at this level, and they're working hard, and you know, they'll learn from these things.
And even the playing style between Division A and Division B. Division B sort of lends itself more towards this sort of stop-start physical sort of basketball, and Division A, it's fast-flowing, it's high, it's a bit higher intensity, so it takes a bit of getting used to. Shot clock violation. Indonesia got it right on that time. 48 plays 34, 2 minutes 39 left in the third.
If Indonesia can get this to 10 or under, then that's still a gettable game come the fourth quarter.
Both teams in the bonus too, so the free throw line could be both of their friends here. Karen going in again and making the tough finish.
Really nice composure, footwork by Karen under the basket.
Lebanon captain doing it at one end. Can Karen replicate it at the other? Ahil now. What's she got left for us here in the third? Another basket, Ahil. 19 points now for her. Her best in this tournament is 27. She's well on track. Pierre-Louis finds an opportunity, but just can't capitalize. Mansour. A blocking foul there. And as I said, both teams in the bonus, so it'll get Mansour to the line. Suriata's going to head back out there. Amar Mansour, 7 points for the game to go with 7 rebounds and 3 assists. She's been pretty solid this tournament as well. 8.7 points and 5.7 rebounds, ranking 10th. in the tournament. Gets the second one to go. Under 2 minutes remaining now in the third. Lebanon finds a way through. Galib shows and goes over the backboard. Lebanon ball once again though.
Minute and a half to go in this third quarter.
And Coach Ekayana is going to challenge that call. Doesn't believe it should be a Lebanon ball. So we might see if we can take a listen to the referees here as they go through the motions.
Okay. We have an any time of game review, head coach challenge to see if the out of bounds is correct. Give me. Okay. So, roll back please, So, it's off red, 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 red is last touch, red is last touch, red is last touch. Yes. White ball?
Yes.
Yes. So after the review, the call will be reversed, white ball.
Yep.
Go.
So good challenge there by Coach Ekayana, and good by the referees to get the right decision in the end as well. See there, Galib shot heading over the backboard. Of course though, as we know in FIBA, one challenge and you're done. Even if it's successful, you don't get another one. Gradita dumps it to Hassan. Rising up, but not high enough. Indonesia can't take advantage of their opportunity. Laban somehow finds Fayad, who kicks it to Galib. Fayad in her sweet spot. Yeah, Louis. Hassan. Was jumping for that rebound in the previous set. Laban fouls Gradita, sends her to the line. 42.6 seconds remaining in the third. It's been quite a lot of free throws in this third term. Gradita gets up to 6 points to go with her 7 assists. Averaging just under 5 points for her tournament. And importantly, makes both free throws. Here's Ael bringing it down. It's in great hands if you're a Lebanon fan. It's in dangerous hands if you're an Indonesian fan. She's been hot this third quarter. Crosses over Hassan twice, then finds Mansour. Laban thought about the three. Shot clock ticking down. Couldn't get it to go.
Well, I was really impressed there with Hassan's defense on Ail. We know that she's so prolific in her moves, and she kept her in front, she kept her at distance, she didn't foul her, and that resulted in a shot clock violation. Great job, Indonesia.
Elaine to take the last shot here. Although Mansour's going to cut it off. Great pressure on Hassan. It forces the Lebanon basket. Gradita just has to chuck it up from half court. Gradita! Not this time. And Lebanon continue to lead in this game. At the end of the third quarter, they lead at Lebanon 54, Indonesia 38. Indonesia fought and fought and fought, but that quarter was all about one woman, Rebecca Atl. She's turned this game around for her team, improved their shooting stats and improved her own stats. She's up to 19 points, 3 rebounds and 5 assists, Laurie.
Well, it was all about her that quarter, there's no doubt. Indonesia did go to the foul line and are shooting the ball at a pretty good clip there. But really, it's when we look at the highlights there, a lot of them are going to be filled with Rebecca Atl.
Lebanese captain stood up when it mattered. She put the team on her back. We know Archer and Elias had to sit for most of the quarter in foul trouble. Mansour did some nice things. She finished off the quarter. She's the second Lebanon player in double figures. They continue to lead this one. It's a good margin here of 16 points. Indonesia would have liked to have get it down a bit more to get themselves in with a fighting chance.
Well, every time that Indonesia made any sort of a slight little run, then it was like Atl went, no, you're not going to do this, I'm going to take over here. And whether it was shooting the 3, and you can see how pumped she is there, or facilitating for her teammates, but the control that she shows with the basketball, the determination on her face and the will for her to get this game and win it is just palpable.
Scan the QR code on your screen to get the Courtside 1891 app, where you can watch live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date with the world of international basketball. So all on the line here for Indonesia. 10 minutes. Can they turn a 16-point margin around to stay in Division A? Or will it be Lebanon who keep their spot here? It's where every team wants to be. It's all to play for here in Shenzhen. Both teams making their way back out. Fourth quarter tipping off. Lebanon 54, leading Indonesia 38. 10 minutes to go to see who will stay in Division A and finish 7th for the tournament, and who will be relegated to Division B for the 2027 Asia Cup in the Philippines. Pierre-Louis in the right hands.
Good basket for Pierre-Louis just to come out. Nice easy pull-up jump shot, rounded the corner, kept her dribble alive.
Confirms her double-double, 11 rebounds and 10 points. Uh-oh, desperation again, but this time couldn't quite keep it in. Pierre-Louis had a quiet third quarter. We know Lebanon applied the pressure to her. It'll be up to her teammates to try and find her a bit more. She's the one who can turn it around for them. Calling for it here. Gets it under Garlev and gets back-to-back baskets.
That was a good look because they had to switch and she had a mismatch on her.
Exactly the start Indonesia would want. Mansour. Shot clock down to 5. Fayyad kicks it back out to Amar Mansour. And Indonesia get the stop. Is this the start of momentum here for them?
Well, you can certainly sort of feel the tension coming out of the Lebanon team. That's 2 relatively not great shot selections at the end of the shot clock, 2 possessions. So see if Indonesia can capitalize on this.
Big shot from Soima. Big rebound from Sriato, although it gets taken away by guess who? Rebecca Atl. She's on the move again. It gets slapped out of her hands. Good work there by Gradita. At times it feels like a battle of 2 players. Atl at one end and Pierre-Louis at the other for Indonesia. They're the 2 stars, and you can see both teams really rely heavily on them in times like this. Here is Atl again from the corner. This time it doesn't drop. Long range pass to Wong Sahajo. She does keep it in. Gradita finds a way through. Back to Wong Sahajo. They share it around these 2, and Gradita drives through. 3 in a row for Indonesia. Paul Kofta's got some talking to do. The game's back to a 10-point margin.
Well, that's probably the quickest I've seen Indonesia move that ball around, shift the defense, therefore giving Gradita a wide open left-hand layup. Eight
start.
Yeah, 8 minutes left is 10 points. It's still very gettable for Indonesia. Now Lebanon will just have to calm things down. I'm sure Paul Kofter's talking about that, just, you know, the shot selection that they're taking, where they're looking defensively. Let's ramp it up again, put that pressure on Indonesia. But right now, at the start of this fourth quarter, the momentum's all with Indonesia.
You can see the stats on the screen there. 26 rebounds, 14 assists, 11 turnovers for Indonesia. Lebanon with the 44 rebounds, so leading that quite clearly. 14 assists, and they have more turnovers as well. So Indonesia, you can feel the momentum shifting here in the arena. The bench has been getting more up and about. Pierre-Louis, she's been finding it more in this fourth term. And Gradita controlling things well. What can Lebanon do to respond?
Archer still just has the 4 points to her name, 6 rebounds.
It's been the 1-all game. 19 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Mansour, she's been a great contributor as well. What can she do here with it all to play for? Again, they take a long three. Archer pulls down the offensive rebound, which has been a theme for them all game. Steps into the shot.
Wow.
And of course she finishes it.
How poised is Clock ticking down. They needed a basket. So steady.
15 second half points for Pierre-Louis. She gets moving as well.
And that is the best look when she catches the ball coming off a screen, curling around on the move. Doesn't give then Lebanon time to double team her. That's when they look good.
Elias loves that spot. It hasn't been her friend this game though. Soima. Where is Kim Pierre-Louis? Il taps it out before they can find her. Back to a 10-point ball game. Pierre-Louis. You love this move, Laurie. It's what she does best. Beats the double team. And now Indonesia will take an opportunity to take a timeout. So not only interesting to see how the players approach this final 7 minutes, but also the coaches. 2 early timeouts from both teams. Every moment matters.
Well, it does. I must say, I'm a bit surprised at this timeout because they had all the momentum. And when you have the momentum, you want to keep it. You don't want to stop things. But there must be something that he wants to talk about. Maybe set up an out-of-bounds play to ensure that, you know, that they get a good look at the basket. Both teams have not had any fouls yet, which is good for both teams with 7 minutes to go. But right now, yes, Indonesia, they'll be talking about how they want to, you know, score here at this possession and then defense. And Lebanon, Coach Paul Kofter just needs to settle his players down a little bit.
Yeah, Indonesia have outscored Lebanon 8 points to 2 in this fourth term. They've got the margin to 10 points. If they can cut it to single figures, it's a big opportunity for them. Lebanon need to respond. They've just come off a close game against the Philippines, where the Philippines overcame them in the end by 3 points. All eyes here on these two teams fighting to stay in Division A. Pierre-Louis has been the barometer for this team. Soima goes for the three. That's a massive make.
They are back into it. Now the pressure becomes on both teams. Lebanon.
What a time to hit a three. By Zutus Soima. Elias fights her way through the D, and that's a much-needed settler for Lebanon. Pierre-Louis bringing the ball down. She might back herself to go all the way here on Archer. Kicks it out. They can't go back-to-back from the three-point line.
I like that decision, though, to get it inside and back out to Adelaide, because she had just nailed that previous three.
Archer, back to can't get Elias in the air. It gets turned over. Another big opportunity here for Indonesia. Bit by bit, they were coming in the third. Lebanon were able to respond then. Can they respond now? Wong Sahajo to Gradita.
They need to move the ball quickly.
Dumps it back into Gradita. That's better.
All the focus was on Kim Perry-Louis, and Gradita just was able to sneak in the back there, and an excellent pass. See what Ahil can do now.
We have a game on our hands with 5.5 minutes remaining. Nassan. Gradita pulls down a strong rebound. Wong Sahajo off and running. Pierre-Louis up against the smaller Nassan. It's an offensive foul. What good defense from the 19-year-old.
Really good, because you could see Perry-Louis' eyes light up when she thought she had a mismatch there. Just hooked that arm around right in front of the referees.
What a big moment that could be. Gradita, you can see in the replay, finding her way through for the previous basket. Indonesia 13-4 in this fourth term. Lebanon can build some momentum off Nassan's defense. She nearly turns it over in offense, and eventually it does fall to Indonesia. Wong Sahajo using her speed to find Soima, who can't go back-to-back. Ahil. 21 points for the Lebanese captain. She's off and running again. Desperation on the board. Sliata wins out. Finds Soima. Pierre-Louis couldn't quite get it. It was slapped away from her. They'll get it from the baseline though.
we talked about the third quarter being, you know, very stop-start. All of a sudden, the tempo of this game has just gone up dramatically.
Certainly a bit more urgency out there from both teams. Soima, offensive rebound and the putback. It is all Indonesia at the moment.
4 minutes, just over 4 minutes, 5-point ball game.
It's been such a great fight back from Indonesia. Nassan, she stood tall. She couldn't get the shot to go on that occasion. Can Indonesia further cut into this lead from Lebanon? Pass to Sliata, no call. Still with her. Gets slapped away from her this time from Soima. They've recognized her impact. And they've disrupted her.
Good hands by Wajasadho. She's not easy to stop, Ahil, but...
Gradita. She's been prolific in this game. Soima gets underneath the defense. And gets it to go! Oh my God!
Whoa! Just remember, 3.5 minutes ago, this is playing to stay in Division A or get relegated.
What is happening here in Shenzhen? It gets denied. Archer still with it. Indonesia ball. It is a white singlet avalanche at the moment. 17 points to 4 in this fourth term. 3-point ball game, 3 minutes to go for the battle to stay in Division A. Pierre-Louis, she's been massive, and she comes up massive again. 1 point in it.
This is an amazing finish to this amazing ball game.
Lebanon right on the back foot here. How can they respond? It was up to Ahil in the third. Can Mansour provide a spark in the fourth? It's a good dish to Archer. A very nice settler for them.
Really good composure.
Gets her 6th point for the game. Gradita might go all the way. Wong Sahajo from the corner. Fayad pulls down the rebounds. 3 points in it. between the 57th ranked Indonesia and 54th ranked Lebanon. 3 ranking spots, 3 points of difference. Fayad in wide open space. Can't knock it down. Another offensive rebound for Lebanon. Mansour, she has a go. No good. Indonesia breathe a sigh of relief. Clock ticks down below 2 minutes. Soima. Sliata couldn't hold on to the boards.
Not the shot they need. That's so early in the offense. Defense is there to get the rebound.
And now Fayad left wide open.
Another offensive rebound.
Lebanon, can they get the breakthrough score for back-to-back baskets? Archer was fouled.
Nobody's in the bonus situation, so it'll be a sideline ball, or end line ball, sorry.
4.5 seconds. Oh, sorry, the shot clock resets. 1:26 left in the game. Hands on knees, tired bodies out there. It's been a big tournament for both these teams. They love to not only get their first win here, but to stay in Division A. And Indonesia are coming, Laurie.
Well, they have done a great job of just hanging around, and then at this last 10 minutes, they have been putting on some good display of shooting and some smart play. I thought that last shot selection wasn't the best, and defensively, as soon as they start putting a bit of scoreboard pressure on, then all of a sudden Lebanon are feeling the pinch and their shots are dropping a little bit short, a little bit of turnovers. So that's what pressure does to you in this situation. So now it's really important that everybody on both teams knows how much time is left, whether it's a 3 right now. Indonesia are down by 3. Lebanon have possession on the sideline, so I'm no doubt have Paul Kofter is drawing up a play that he wants to do. Both teams have fouls to give, so if by chance, you know, it's looking like a score, you can make sure that you foul them and then you can reset your defense. But what a last minute and a half we have in this all-important, crucial game.
All to play for here in Shenzhen. Both teams desperate to remain in Division A. Indonesia were down by 16 points at 3/4 time. They've cut the margin back to 3 off the back of a 19-6 run in this 4th term. Soima's come up massive with 8 points and 3 rebounds. It's up to Lebanon to respond here from the baseline. Fayad puts the ball on the floor. Ail, Nassan, Mansour, Archer. Everyone's touched it. Can Ail finish it off? Of course she can!
What a great pass from Archer to her teammate, the veteran Ail.
They apply the pressure to Indonesia here.
See, and that's a smart foul because they don't send them to the line. They stop the deep, they stop the flow. They have to they can reset their defense now. Takes time off the clock.
Now Indonesia down by 6. A minute remaining. Can they do it? Travel by Soima at the crucial time. Lebanon get it back. Tension lifts once again.
Indonesia really need to be up and in.
In the last 7th v 8th classification game in 2023, Rebecca Ail stepped up to keep her team in Division A. She's doing it all over again here in Shenzhen.
Well, she is. She's using the clock down to 6 seconds.
And Mansour fouled. Soima there. Pierre-Louis coming in as well.
They need to just foul on the catch here because they still have another one to give before the clock stops.
Uh-oh. They allow her to go. She'll be smart and use the clock and use their body to draw another foul. 14th foul now for Indonesia. 31.3 seconds remaining.
Need to foul straight away.
Able to just hold it for a bit, and then she fouls. 2 shots to come now for A'il. She's probably the player you don't want to send to the line.
That's exactly right.
Late sub here, Antonio's going to take Soima off with the 5 fouls. Rebecca A'il, 25 points now for the game, 5 rebounds and 5 assists.
She has been absolutely phenomenal in this game.
She's pulled them back from the brink again. Wong Sahajo, Antonio, can't make the 3. Indonesia ball, 14.6 seconds remaining.
Well, it's been an incredible fight back by Indonesia, but unfortunately time is against them now.
And Mansour steals it away, gets fouled, unsportsmanlike. The noise increases a level on the Lebanon bench. They know they're home. And Mansour gets a chance to ice things here. 11 points, 8 rebounds and 5 assists, and another solid game for her.
She's been so impressive all tournament, Mansour. 20 years of age, as you said, and just plays beyond her. She's mature beyond her age.
Lebanon are going to survive the great comeback here from Indonesia. Keep their spot in Division A. How do they finish it off? It's going to be another foul. 2 shots again to come for Mansour. Lebanon, they played this exact game in 2023. They're in this exact situation. They came up clutch to stay here. You end up being in the same game. It can dishearten you because you've done so much work to get here, but they've stood tall, resisted the fight back. And they get to close out this game. Pierre-Louis just has to put up a 3, but it's not going to work because Lebanon get the win here in Shenzhen. They retain their spot in Division A, avoid relegation to Division B, and end their tournament on a win. Lebanon 67, defeating Indonesia 57, the final score here in China. Commiserations, of course, to Indonesia. They now drop back down to Division B after just getting here in Division A. They put it all on the line in the 4th quarter to try and fight back. But it is Lebanon who showed their fighting spirit to stay here in Division A and finish 7th for the tournament.
Well, they've booked their ticket now to the 2027 Asia Cup in the Philippines. That'll be their 3rd in a row, a record for them. It was history making when they went back to back, and now this will be their next, in 2 years it'll be 3 in a row. So a great result for Lebanon. Certainly Indonesia battled hard. Certainly the comeback, you give them credit in that 4th quarter, got it down to 3 points, but just not to be for them. And unfortunately, they'll have to find another way to get back up in Division A.
Would have certainly been a great experience for them to play Division A basketball. They'll take a lot of lessons from this. But Lebanon, the fight continues for them. They get to stay in Division A. And you can see the player that Mansour's hugging, Rebecca A'il. She was massive. 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. She's going to well and truly earn her TCL Player of the Game award. She put the team on her back and guided them to a 10-point win here. You can see the stats there. Lebanon improved to 43% from 2-point. It was hard for both teams to find a way through. Shot relatively okay from the free throw line. You'll see the top scorers on the next page. A'il, huge contributed to this margin and contributed to this win.
Well, Lebanon got a lot more rebounds, and a lot of them were offensive rebounds. It's really gave them that opportunity to have some second chance points. But there we see the scoring of Ail, 26 points. Pierre-Louis battled hard with her 16 points, but Mansour too, with her 13 points, was really crucial in today's win.
Well, the quarter four best players will show that Indonesia put on a fight back for the ages. They outscored Lebanon 19 points to 13. They were down by 16 points at three-quarter time. They cut the margin to as little as 1 point, but unfortunately couldn't quite get the basket they needed to go in the lead. And Lebanon, they fought back towards the end to secure the win. But Indonesia can be proud of their fourth quarter there, Laurie.
Well, they can, and then they'll be bitterly disappointed right now. But when they look back on it, yes, they can be happy with their fight back. But they'll have learned a lot from this tournament. Things that they did well, things that they can do a lot better, things that are required of a team to play at this level. And they've been exposed to some elite athletes, elite teams. And hopefully this just makes them hungrier and stronger to continue their quest to stay in Division A.
Certainly showed positive signs throughout their 4 losses in the tournament, and will take a lot of learnings. But Lebanon, they get to stay here in Division A. Like you said, they booked their ticket to 2027 Asia Cup in the Philippines. Rebecca Ail, she was monstrous. 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. She was the one all game. So that's how it sits. Lebanon finished 7th on the back of a 67-57 win. Up next, Japan up against New Zealand, and Korea up against the Philippines to battle it out for the remaining 2 semi-final spots after Australia and China went undefeated in their groups to book their semi-final place as well. Thank you so much for your company tonight. Congratulations to Lebanon. Commiserations to Indonesia. We'll see you back here shortly for Japan up against New Zealand.